Jesus is warning us all. Imagine finding out there's a secret to avoiding hell, one that's taught by a great teacher from the past, but it's something many of us are missing out on. Curious? Stick with me and I'll tell you all about this lesson that can change our lives, but only revealed at the end of the story. Let's talk about something serious for a moment. It's about a strong message Jesus shared once, which in the 3rd chapter of the book of Matthew in the Bible. He said that if a tree isn't making fruit, it's going to end up as firewood. It's like a rule from God that He wants us to pay attention to. We need to do good stuff in our lives. We've got to become better people, no matter how far off we are from being perfect or how much wrong we've done. Now, you might be wondering, what does doing good actually mean? The early Christian leaders say it's all about showing good qualities like kindness and honesty in our everyday actions. There's also something Jesus said in another part of the Bible, the book of John. He compared life to a grapevine and said that we're like the branches. If a branch isn't attached to the vine, it cannot grow grapes. In the same way, if we're not connected to Jesus, He says He's like the vine. We cannot have these good qualities on our own. We're not built for that. Without God's help, we won't get anywhere. Even if we're part of the church, that's not enough. We've got to work hard and say we're sorry for the wrong things we've done. It's like what Saint Basil said, Christians get stronger and become through tough times like soldiers do in battle. God lets these tough times happen because He loves us and knows it's how we can grow. If you're enjoying this video, please like it. But here's the catch. Suffering alone doesn't do anything for us. If we're not with Jesus, it's pointless, like trying to grow a garden without water. Nowadays, people think they can do everything by themselves. They try to get ahead without any help, using their own ideas of right and wrong. But that's a trick. It's like being in a maze with no exit. As Christians, we avoid this mistake by sticking close to the community. We tell our mistakes to a priest, get advice, and help each other out. Remember the story when the disciples caught a ton of fish only after Jesus told them where to put their nets? It shows that success comes from following His lead, not by going it alone. Some people think they can get peace and success through other ways, like yoga or following religions, but that's a dangerous game. It can make us feel okay for a while, but it doesn't last. It's like eating candy when you really need a good meal. It might taste good, but it doesn't feed you. It doesn't nourish the soul. The rich have it tough in this regard. It's like trying to squeeze a camel through the eye of a needle. That's how hard it is for them to find real happiness. Not because money is bad, but because it can distract us from what we need, a connection with God and a sense of peace that only comes from Him. But don't lose hope. Every time Jesus warns us about something tough, He also gives us a tip on how to avoid it. Stay connected to the church. Live out your faith and be part of it. That's the key. We have to dive into the life of church, experience it, and be active members. That's the only way to true everlasting life, through Jesus. Why is the way, the truth, and the life. Here's the secret I talked about at the start. No matter how many good deeds we do, only connecting with Jesus matters. Living as a part of His community, the church, can we live life forever, a life so powerful that even death can take it away from us. That's the message Jesus gives us, and that's the only way to produce the fruit He's talking about. Bible Short Stories, signing off.